live stream of Madden 25. So feel free to hit me up in the comments. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Click the link below this video, subscribe to my channel, and click that bell notification to know when next upload is. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It will help out my channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. This is gonna be season game number 1 of week 1 of Madden 25, Arizona versus Buffalo, from Highmark Stadium.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
And now that he's back at full health, they're expecting Kyler to get back to being the superstar playmaker that they drafted. Make no mistake about it, when he's fully healthy, there aren't many quarterbacks who are as dynamic as he is. And if he's able to stay on the field, this team has a real chance to make some noise.
They'll run. Here's the former Seminole.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Murray with a nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. To throw is Murray. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it in at the 22. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, Could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away. Throwing now is Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Murray now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Allen will try again on 2nd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
know one thing about blitzes? They really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Murray now on first down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, a run with Benson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Murray going to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Not the start to this ball game he had hoped for. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. The good news is this ball game is still scoreless. So let's start all over here. 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4
was in my way.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Allen. And incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, playing all 4 phases of.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, you come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him. And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime. halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. The Bengals seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Titans. It's the rookie from SC, Caleb Williams, with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting Jags out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good-looking run there by Cook as he picks up a first down, and he's established himself now as one of the best backs in the NFL, finishing in the top 5 in rushing last year for the first time in his career.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. First down, Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Murray now.
Going right back to Wilson.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Benson.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They start the drive with Cook. Runs through the contact. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
59 yards rush. Now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
They'll run with Davis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They run again on first down. Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Murray. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Davis. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. They run it again with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Buffalo, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
But you look at this defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for it. Let's see if they can get this going.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the
Hey, babe, how's it going?
drive.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
And not a whole lot of room to operate
Welcome
there on the
home.
first down run. He gets maybe 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And the broken tackle helps lead
Not
to
much,
first
you.
down gain. 9 yards that time. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped
That's
it to
cool.
1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jonnu
Not much,
Smith,
just sitting at home
his
doing,
second touchdown
playing games, you
of the
know.
season.
And the Dolphins put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but
Hey, have you subscribed to my channel yet?
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Okay, that'll be good.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be
what other games do you like to play?
30-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills.
Oh, this is a new person, apparently.
6'5", that's Josh Allen.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Oh, that's cool.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard.
I just downloaded this one, so.
Making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
I didn't have this one for a while.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
This is Madden 25.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
That is incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, yeah.
A sea of bodies, and it's
Pick 6, baby.
Inside the 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there.
How's it going, Jeremy?
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
My favorite team is the Bills. Obviously.
This will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited.
Nice.
So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando.
That's
the
cool.
Coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. Oh, and Tua are going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And
Thanks.
it's 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Allen.
Oh, come on.
This
Who's that?
broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
All right, thanks. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Thanks.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in...
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him and forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa over the middle to Beckham. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Once this game ends, I'm going off.
And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
Yep.
Tua going to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 3 yards is the gain that time.
Have you talked to your mom about doing something for New Year's yet?
Up the middle, Achane.
If not, it's okay.
Forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got
number 9.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Yes.
Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Allen will try again on second down. Oh, what a catch by Samuel. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tua sets up to pass it. It's caught by OBJ. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to Smith. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And it's a bit of a bounce-back season a year ago for Jonnu Smith when he set career highs in both catches and yards in his lone season in Atlanta. The Dolphins signed him this offseason in hopes that they see that continue.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's got Smith here. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This is caught. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Second down, goal to go. Here's Tua. Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied, fourth quarter as it kicks away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now he fires deep for Shakir. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Allen. He's going to go up top again. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Here's 1st down. Throwing Tua. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 66 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Yep.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Missed you a lot, babe, while you were gone.
Get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
He's going to let it fly. And it's
knock it down. You're supposed to get it.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
A lot more than that.
4th down 10 yards to go. Here's Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be
Why would you knock it down, dumbass?
They had to go for it with such
supposed to catch it, not knock it down.
And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Fourth down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42.
I could have broke that.
Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Allen and the Bills now down by 2 touchdowns. 54 seconds to go. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely are looking to give up plays like that. They've still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
To throw is Allen.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Screw off, ref.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Throwing, Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Allen. That is caught by Shakir.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that one will drop incomplete. 4 seconds remaining now in this half. Likely time for just one final play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami,
Anyway, guys, this is Bart Gaming signing off for right now. I'll see you guys, hopefully see you guys again at 9, depending on if I'm going to come back on or not. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Alright, so Bart6456, out.